Tony, I noticed you haven't asked any questions yet. Ben's sitting on 4.
Woof.
You are weak.
Ooh, how many am I at?
I've got
dealt
2
with
for you,
Lolth
Max.
before. I know how this goes. And
I was aiming for 3, but he sneaked that one.
It's hard. It's hard.
I was going to go up to 5, so I got 1 left.
I just don't...
To Shatterhelm and Nadoya, our first visits we pay, informing not to burn bodies, so the spread we can delay. At the Owlbear Lodge, hoping to commune with their spirit, Cain pledges to join, becoming drunk and incoherent. Despite our physical states, we begin our leave, off to follow the pale light to the witch we believe. And to the house dancing around, we say, Hut of Brown, now sit down.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of PeakD&D.
What up?
So last time, our noble heroes fought a house and nearly lost. And after eventually getting the house to calm down a little bit, you managed to enter, finding a shriveled, ancient woman beyond old beyond reckoning and gnarled and bent, sitting near a bubbling cauldron, sitting on top of a table. The room is full of strange fetishes and specimens in jars. The air is tense, and let me see here. You folks what have magic, so all of you can roll perception.
Arcane perception?
Just perception.
It was a 19.
19.
Hey, that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 23.
23, very good.
22.
Ooh, brought our A
23
game.
and 22, yeah, nice job. I think you guys get bonus information.
Ooh.
So,
well, not good.
all of you magically sensitive individuals, you can sense that your magic is not only functioning in this area, being outside the blister, but you feel like magic is also more effective here. Something about this hut is making magic stronger in general.
Make magic better. Okay.
Indeed. Now, 23 and 22 over here, you guys also succeed in noticing something odd about the table. So the table appears to just be
Does it have chicken legs too?
It does not have chicken legs. However,
Flamingo.
it does appear to have human legs and arms.
Oh, that's probably fine.
Upon in closer inspection, it looks like there's not legs on this table. There is a guy on his hands and elbows bearing the weight of the table on his back.
Oh,
That's probably fine.
delightful.
Totally fine.
Okay.
I'm sure
Excellent.
it gets paid well.
I'm sure.
So, you followed the pale flame, and here you are.
Yes, we had a little trouble finding it, but yes, we are here now.
Now, please know that we bear you no ill will. Not that you would care, I'm sure, but we have heard many stories about you. They have written children's tales about you, and that raises all sorts of interesting questions about all sorts of interesting things, I'm sure, but I digress. We know that the Fira came here at least twice, and we are curious about that last both visits, honestly. And we also met a druid who thinks very highly of you, a man named Ibn. And that just puts you on our radar. And then, of course, there's my relationship with Mr. Song, who you may or may not have helped. And then, of course, there are those witches. But between us gals, I think they're just jealous of you personally. Now, we told you all the information that we have for the most part, and we know that your services come with a cost. So then, those accounts of the deceased Fira, they are balanced?
Yes, I have met a good many of the people of interest to you right now. We will begin with the Fira. He paid his price. I will first give you what was paid for per his instructions. She reaches down into a filthy sack at her feet and pulls out a jar. She sets it on the table and nudges it toward you. It is filled with an amber liquid.
I better hold on to this.
Sure.
He also paid for the answer to this question. It is a panacea. It can cure one person suffering from the disease. He also said that the Toya means well. I do not care. He also paid the price for one question of your choosing.
Great.
Is that I'm not it? I'm like, don't.
That's my thinking face.
For those of you who have just joined us, Tris believes that a psychic bird disease is reading her brain and is therefore loath to discuss any sensitive information.
Tell me I'm wrong. Exactly.
I didn't opine on that in the slightest.
My dear, honorable Lady Bagaga.
Neither, but continue.
I think before we go any further, I would like to know all the parties present and accounted for in this discussion. Can you tell me that?
Yes.
Great.
Damn it. It's only fair that all parties are made known to the presence of others. Before proceeding, I would like them named.
Is there a question in that?
No.
Then we continue. You, the drow shrinking away in the back.
I mean, y'all covered so much just there very quickly. So I'm like, wow, all right. Yes, well, I'm just trying to be careful with my words so I don't pay for things that I didn't want.
A liar needs an excellent memory. An honest man can get by with a poor one.
Yeah.
True
Think
story.
yourself in circles, you will only indebt yourself further.
That's fair. But I think Kane does have a good point.
What is the death song?
Well, now we're working, finally. Knowledge comes to the bold. The death song was once a man, a student of nature. He became fascinated with the smallest creatures of nature. the disease. As with all obsessions, his curiosity got the better of him, and soon he lost sight of what it meant to be a man. In this case, a man will pursue his passion to whatever end. The end it led him to is, he would consider it an apotheosis. Others would consider it a fate as bad as death. He became the living embodiment of a plague. The death song, as you call it. Now, he rampages through this little town. He will devour everything he can reach.
A very ambitious man.
No longer a man, now an ambitious pestilence.
Is he privy to this conversation right now?
No. I took the liberty of keeping his little ears away from our discussion. He has not paid for this information, after all. It would be inequitable.
I open up that expensive brandy bottle.
Glug, 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 glug.
In your blissfully quiet mind.
Thank you. Well then, if we are here, and he is not, how do we kill the death song?
A very important thing.
That was going to be my next one.
It is not an easily done thing. You have already unraveled some of the mystery. He is a creature that bridges two worlds, the physical and the spiritual. He learned something very curious from Rashomini volumes. He learned how a Telthor is created. The smallest creatures of nature are no less alive than the largest or the smartest. They too can have Telthor, and he has become one. In order to kill him, you will need to drag him by the tail into the physical world. You must purge the power of the Telthor from him, and then you may strike him dead as you would any other man. I wonder if he is rusty with his flesh and his magics.
Bring him out into the real world. Because you only see him in your dreams.
Well, that's
asking you, not anybody else in the room, just being clear.
You made eye contact, said it in the accent. Well, that's I'm prepared to accept it.
Yeah.
But I believe that's what the circles were for. At least what the Berserkers told us. That's one passage that he could be.
She points a gnarled finger at Triss.
Would you like some brandy?
Thank you, I have my own. She
Probably.
kicks the figure under the table, who grunts in pain, and then shakily reaches a hand out and puts a glass on the table before gradually putting it back down to bear the weight of
I
the
feel right
table.
at home.
Cheers.
Thank you, table man.
Do not speak to it.
Yes.
Now, you are in a somewhat unique position. He will become rather enamored of your particular brand of magic. He hopes to wield it. And he will if he is victorious. But he does not realize that this has made him vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
You bear the Windwalker amulet. You have the friendship of the Telthor. And you are his host, his primary host, the one he truly cares about.
Lucky you.
So flattered.
In marking you as his preferred host, he has made himself vulnerable. The witches that play at magic in Rashomon, they can drag him out if they have your power. You will need to be prepared, of course. You are right to fear him. He rises within you. He will remember nothing of this. He will be unable to hear any of the answers I have given you. But when he knows that you have spoken to me, he will begin to fear. I suspect that he will escalate his attempts to bring you under his control.
So it sounds like we need some Rashomon priestesses or priests to yank him out of Triss.
Full-on exorcism.
Sounds like it.
Nice.
I won't kill my best friend.
I won't do it. I won't kill my best cat friend. I am afraid to say anything for fear of asking a question. Statement. This is a statement. So watermelons are
Delicious.
delicious.
They are.
Make eye contact with a party member, and I won't be a dick.
So the best place to go is back to that circle, get you inside it, figure out how to get him.
Well, I would assume Nadoya.
Can you trick him?
I would assume Nadoya would have that power, though.
I have been trying to trick him this whole time. I've
No,
been
you're certainly
trying
playing into his ruse.
I have told him that you are going to come for me and kill me, and that if I do not have his help, that I most certainly will die. Thinking that,
You'll put some fear into his heart.
well, and
Or
especially if we
lack
leave here,
thereof.
and if we leave here with me in chains, he's already going to be afraid. So if we can put on a good enough show of you guys threatening my life, maybe that will bring him to the flesh. I certainly don't know. That was my plan, knowing nothing.
No, but it certainly seems like
The
there's
details.
some magics that can be done to rip him out of you. But we need the right people that have those magics. And I'm wondering if they're people we know that are in the town, or if it's somewhere else that we have to venture to figure that out.
I bet she knows.
Yep.
Of course, she knows. But do you want to pay that price?
You, Triss, are asking me this, Kay.
I am making the eye contact
we're
with
making
you.
some eye contact.
Yes.
A lot of weird, uncomfortable eye
It is a
contact
little
going on.
bit. Then again, there's
Furtive glances over to the
some
crazy lady.
strange disease who's a person who's inside of me, so
I know the feeling.
that's another conversation we can have later.
That is another conversation we desperately need to have.
We do.
I mean, I could ask her about him. She didn't seem to like him very much.
Look, man, we don't know what.
I don't want to end up a table. That's all I'm saying.
I'm angling for lamp, personally.
Nice desk lamp, fireplace,
But
I don't know, tea kettle. I don't know.
Nadoya felt though that she believed that he's a spirit being, right?
Oh, we know the Ulthor can summon Telthor,
Yeah.
Maybe that.
but it's about convincing them to do it.
Well, if it can put an
Yeah,
end to
all you
this
have to
for
do
good.
to solve the plague is to get all of these people who hate each other to put aside their differences and work together for a common goal. How hard could that possibly be?
Did you ask, did you ask Iaga? I would love to hear the answer to that question.
Just laughter.
Maybe I won't even charge you for that one.
Yeah, I mean,
I should point out that just because this Strayanoga, this Fira, did not wish to pay the price, that doesn't mean that you couldn't. There is another way to put an end to this epidemic.
the wooden man.
Perhaps.
No. I can end it. I will put him back where he belongs, like the naughty little thing that he is. I will visit each of these villagers in a dream, and they will be cured of the disease. If you are willing to pay the price. And the price is this. 13. Bring me 13 residents of the village. I will not lie to you. I never lie about the price. Their bodies will serve me in labor. Their bones will serve me in my stew. Their souls. She reaches into that bag again and pulls out a disgusting little worm creature with a screaming human face.
Oh, like Ursula.
Their souls will belong to me to be bartered in the hereafter. This and nothing less is my price. Find me 13 willing villagers untouched by the disease.
Ooh, deal breaker.
They must be giving up something of value.
That's fair.
The Fira did not wish to pay this price, but I will warn you. The best time to take my deal was 2 weeks ago. The second best time is now.
Much like planting trees.
Very much like it, in fact.
So we call that option B. I mean, I don't have any better ideas on how to get him, but I also don't think we should just go sacrificing people to crazy old ladies in the woods. No offense.
None taken. I have been called worse by better.
I've been better off worse.
Yep.
Take another chug off that right now.
Fair enough. Duly noted. We are rolling the dice to see if you get drunk.
Well, I suppose really the only length of time that we have to give for these is the length of time that everybody gets
That's
infected.
It would be certainly much easier to have found 13 uninfected people 2 weeks ago than it would be today.
Well, yeah, so the more we wait for that scenario, the harder it's going to be to find somebody that's uninfected.
A lot of people in those mines.
What?
We sent a lot of people to those mines.
They were locked in there
Not
before
wrong.
we didn't send them there.
They ain't sick.
We don't know
saying.
that.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, we also don't know that. I mean, if we had the kids bring them food and one of those kids were contagious, I mean,
That's fair too. Yes, we don't
But
know.
that was like
It's
a day
possibility.
ago.
So we either try to get everyone, all these crazy people to work together to help Triss and extract the death song from her body,
to help
or
themselves.
to help themselves, but we'll see if they can put aside their differences to do that, or we give her 13 uninfected, willing people to serve her. Right then, off we go.
And this takes nothing of the expansion of the blister, which I'm sure we could also
She might know something about that.
ask that.
She also might know something about Red King. I mean,
I'm sure she
you
knows.
don't only have to ask questions that are pertinent to this particular
fair. I
part
mean,
of
I
the
think-
adventure.
I think we kind of have our answer for that. Is 13 willing, uninfected hosts, or get the town to work together?
Well, she said she was going to cure all the people. She'll visit them in a dream and cure them. Do those people...
Oh, yeah.
People stop.
Just slowly back out of the room.
I normally get a few more gotchas than this.
The people you cure count. Correct me if I am wrong.
Or what?
What in the nine hells are you talking about?
Exactly! You mentioned something about visiting people in dreams and curing them. Do those people count of the 13? Damn it. There's a question.
It was. No, they do not.
Yeah, they already.
They will be free of the disease the night after you deliver.
Yeah, we have to
what
deliver.
item.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, okay. Yeah, now the timeline is clear.
good.
Congratulations, old lady.
So I guess, do we care about the town and the anti-magic zone and the blister?
I mean, that was one question. But
You both
I
have
guess
said, like, fuck this town several times.
I guess, but the problem.
I'm the only one keeping us here, I think.
But the problem that we're facing now is the real question is, do we care about you? Because you're the one that's keeping us here because you're the one infected with him. So it's gotten personal is my point. The
True.
town could go,
Well, but anywhere we go, I will bring them.
oh,
this.
agreed. That's the choice for me.
Believe me, I thought about using the key from Mariana and just going wherever they were.
But it's
then-
gonna carry with you.
Problem is, the town is now tied to us because we can't leave without stopping what's happening in the town, without stopping Death Song.
Exactly.
That's the big old catch-22.
Yes.
So thanks for letting us have this conversation right here in the living room. I mean, looks like you were making something very delicious. Here we are,
It's a
just
matter
soul
of
juice.
perspective.
interrupting dinner time. I mean, hardly.
So I
good
guess
housekeeping.
the question is, as a group, do we care about the
Yes.
perpetuity of this town after we leave?
Just leave a smoldering ruin behind us.
Well,
Yes.
Quite literally.
Well, fire's bad.
We did that like a couple
for
episodes
the
ago.
song. That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, we have a unique opportunity to help them with their blister problem, perhaps, or at least set them on a track, if we are willing to pay whatever this unnamed price is, which I'm sure is a good bargain. However, we can walk away now or ask another question about this process.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I think we need to ask more about how we can get him.
How we can get them to work.
Ben doesn't think we should just kill 13 people.
No? Okay.
Kane doesn't really think that either.
Okay.
But he's the only good one among us. So,
I
who
mean,
else is chaotic neutral or
I just think that's going to be a hard thing to say.
It's a
Hey,
hard
do you
sell.
want to go willingly to this crazy lady?
I don't know. That one weird girl talked to dead people. She was.
I don't think she wants to be a dead person now.
I think she would walk with. She'd be like, "Sounds like fun." She'd be like, "To save my town, anything." What about that little punk ass kid in the palace?
oh, the
Muff?
new Fira?
Yeah, no, him. He's out.
No, there's no way. That
Absolutely
kid,
gone.
that kid's terrible.
He doesn't have. He can't have kids.
The new king? Yeah,
So,
no, he's not.
That line ends there. Thank God.
No, I like.
I mean, it's foregone conclusion. I can think of like 6 easy. It's the other 7 that are gonna be tough.
Okay, sounds good, Mr. Persuasive.
7. We need 13.
Yeah, I can think of
But
6
you don't even
offhand.
want to do like you're not cool if we do that.
No, I'm not.
So then why are we discussing it? We're
I don't
clearly
know.
going to take
We
the
have to
other
do the
path.
high road here.
Yeah, because you have your morals.
I just don't want to see this Birdman put a kitty in a cage. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm already in a cage.
Oh no,
This is
we're
the
gonna get
first
you out.
moment of freedom.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't want that to happen to you.
So perhaps since
I don't want that to
Ulthor
happen to these
can
people.
commune with and summon Telthor. Maybe that's the play here, is that she summons him since he is Telthor out of your body, and then we deal with him.
Yeah, great. But I can't say any of these things.
No. Oh,
So-
I'm aware, but at least we're all on the same. I think that's our best play.
Okay.
Put it on the objective list.
Because again, the Ulthor to me
I'll do it.
is
I'll ask the question.
because again, the Ulthor to me is above all the pettiness that is in the town. Clearly, like everyone's scared of her and tries to make sure that everything's right. So, what if we just go to the head of the class and just ask her to do this for us? Like, hey, you can meet with Telthor. Well, there's one in here that needs to be killed. Want to rip it out so we can kill it? I feel like that's an easier sell.
He's not just like a weasel. He's like a super Teltor. He's like all the bacteria Teltor.
That's fair, but apparently the Ulthor has the ability to summon Telthor, so maybe she can summon him out of
Plague
there.
Teltor.
So
I
that's
say
our best thing.
we ask her how to best get the death song present in front of us in the physical world.
Rashmani Priest.
Specifically.
I would rather know about the blister, personally, if we're going to ask one more question.
That's fair. Because I think that's how we get
Tony, I noticed you haven't asked any questions yet.
Uh-huh.
Ben sitting on 4.
Woof.
You are weak.
Ooh, how many am I at?
I've got
dealt
2
with
for you,
Lolth
Max.
before. I know how this goes, and
Just,
I was aiming for 3, but he sneaked that one.
It's hard.
Got
It's
it,
hard.
yeah. I was gonna go up to 5, so I got 1 left.
I just know general questions that in my mind. I don't know really specifics about what the blister is about, so I could
Great, man. We can walk away.
I don't know. Like, I don't mind asking the questions, but I don't have specifics in mind. I just have like general, like, what's the blister? Like,
What's the deal with anti-magic?
yeah.
So basically, it's everyone who's watching, just those questions.
Yeah. What questions are you screaming at your screen right now?
Pretty much.
Let us know in the comments section.
And then Nick will tell you what you owe the Ayaga.
Hey, that's a fun game. Let's do that. I will answer that question, and I will tell you what the Yaga's price for it was.
I like it.
You comment below.
So we need the answer to the plan A is we need Rashomani priests,
Yes.
right? And and we know a little bit about like the circles would be a good place to try to do that to
Yes.
separate the spiritual.
You
and
have like 40% of a plan there.
yeah, that's like 40% of the plan. How much does the other 60% cost? That's what I'm asking.
Well, if you want me to do the thinking for you.
I mean, we seem to be barking up a tree that is.
You weren't
Very
looking
no
at
fruit.
me when you said it.
I wasn't.
Who in this town would be able to get the death song out of Triss so we can kill him?
That knowledge is where the Rashomani priests will never find it. In the hands of a Thavian. Your Dr. Xanthus. He is
That
working.
makes sense.
He is working on a serum. It is flawed. It will be. But quite useful, I think. If you were to present him, that is to say, the death song, with an antithesis of itself, well, that is often very useful in summoning and controlling creatures such as Telthor.
Oh,
There
thank
is-
God! Finally, an answer. That would be very important information. That we
It
could
sounds like
tempt-
that's also just a piece of it, and Rashomani Priest would still need to be part of it.
We could tempt him with it.
Which again, back to everyone needs to work together.
We've been doing pretty good about that, though.
Yeah, I mean, and
Definitely
we're,
made some meaningful strides.
and we're kind of at push comes to shove at this point, so it's
I'm just saying.
hopefully they get to that point.
If your little friend song was to find out that suddenly, Xantus was going to be there with he's got a thing that's going to cure everything, and he's going to be at this circle at midnight.
This is why I can't know about it. Like, as soon as we leave this home, I can't know about
Any of
these things.
Yeah.
Everything that's happening in this room will be a blank to him.
Right.
Soon, anything you say to somebody in Trish's presence after you step out of this hut, that's going in straight into the mind of your adversary.
That was pretty clear.
Which, like, spies are a wonderful asset if you know they are spies. You can feed them false
The
information
that you want.
Exactly.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Maybe we build up this big Death Song versus Xantus, boom, 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 in the arena. Dun, 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 dun. Like a hype, like we hype it up. You're a hype man now.
Wait, we want to let him know this is happening?
Yeah, I don't think that's what we
want to lure him out. Right?
I mean, again, I think
we need to surprise him though.
I think the luring him out, again, I think you guys should make a really convincing attempt to try to kill me in that circle.
Which I find very interesting, why that you think that's the play.
Because I think that for some reason he cares about me and my chaos magic. And so I think that he wants to keep me around for some reason.
Alive?
Yes. Until he can absorb whatever he wants out of me.
I wonder, you must have to do that.
Okay.
You being alive, and then you can't get it after you're dead.
All right, so we
I don't know.
bound and gag you, carry you back to that ring. Xantus shows up with a serum that totally works.
Well, it's flawed, but something will work. So I think
With the priests.
the unfortunate,
Yeah.
I think what we have to do is we'll probably have to split up at that point. I think you take her, to this song. You take them to there while I do the meandering around town and saying,
You gather our forces.
I think-
That's what I'm saying. Big showdown, midnight. Do it.
But he can't know that. So
You
then,
can't know
like,
that.
but he's just taking, like, that's what I'm
Mr.
saying
Song.
right now. He's just taking you to, like, gagged and whatever, to the circle,
Trish, I'm
trying
really
to
sorry,
kill
I
you.
gotta do this. I gotta kill you.
And he just, like, puts you over his shoulder and just, like,
And as we
let's
know,
go.
I have to kill you in this circle now, so this is where we're going.
While
Right.
I go around by
But-
myself to figure
but
all
you
that out.
need to. No, see, I disagree with that. I think the plan is good, but the timeline is all fucked up.
Okay.
Okay?
Because you need to have, like, everyone needs to be there at the circle when
Already?
he takes me there. Oh, for sure.
Oh, I
And they
thought
need
he
to
gets
have
there and then everyone gets there at the
exactly
same
what
time.
they need to have in order to make this happen.
Right.
You basically get one shot to get Max there.
Yeah.
With everyone there? See, I thought you get there and then everyone gets there.
No. I am the last piece of that puzzle.
Okay.
And
We
you
set
know,
up a
the
big
longer
ambush at
that
the circle.
the disease can run unsupervised in Max's body, I think the more daunting the prospect of actually accomplishing this becomes.
So, is that then
Oh.
maybe, is that then like, give me a head start, stay here for 2 minutes or whatever, and I leave first and go get everybody rounded up, and then you guys leave this place? Like, how far away is the asking DM? Not Iaga.
Duly noted. Continue.
How far away are we from, do we know how far away we are from the circle, i.e.
At
or
least
the
a
town?
couple of hours.
Okay.
You guys wandered through
Yeah,
the
we
darkness
did.
for a good long while.
Mhm. And you also.
Is there a possibility that we pick up the trail better on our way back and know the distance then?
You could probably triangulate a little
Okay.
better. Now that you've been to the place you're looking for, you just basically need to figure out where the hell is Mir. And
Yeah. And the circle from Mir, how far is that?
not far outside of town. It's about
Okay.
an hour
It's-
outside of town.
Okay.
And it's
we're
a
about
sacred
2
spot,
hours.
so it's kind of unoccupied most of the time. But the berserkers they do rites there.
Yeah. So at some point,
So is it possible that I get a 2-hour head start?
you're just going to have to throw me in a sack.
Yeah.
That was my plan.
Right. Yeah. Cat in a bag. Right. And everything needs to be set when that happens. And I can't know.
But I'm wondering if I'm wondering if you guys stay here for 2 hours while I go to start the.
With your 12 hit points?
Yep.
ballsy. I mean, I don't know if 2 hours is enough time to like...
If you try and stay in my house for 2 hours, I will eat your tibia.
Well,
Yeah, I think we are close to
like
overstaying.
half an hour.
I think we're close to overstaying our welcome as it is.
how about 10
Yeah,
seconds?
nothing about this.
No,
has been
by all
hospitable.
means, talk amongst yourself for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
There needs to be a split, I guess, is my point. And I'm not sure when that needs to happen, but it needs to happen. So then he is not privy to me.
Well, I just need to go off on my own. I'll just go minister to the dead in a different part of town again. Well, you guys go do what needs to happen, but you guys need to
do it quickly.
Yeah, I mean, time is of the essence. And so then at some point when it's all together and arranged, you just need to
Find you?
cat, nap, me.
How can we find you? Would it be easy? You're not going to be eluding us necessarily.
Well, we don't know what he's going to do. Because now he knows that he's going to know that we talked to the Baba Yaga.
I think
So
you
they-
No, he
assume
won't.
He absolutely will know that.
he will know something happened in the midst of this that he can't have access to. So I'm probably going to have to answer some questions next time I go to bed.
Yeah.
Hooray! I think I'm just going to stay up. And I think I'm going to stay up for like 36 hours. And I think
No, I think we get this done today.
but I think I lay down to go to sleep and you kidnap me. Like you arrange it so it happens
In the temple?
at midnight
Okay.
or like it's in the evening
Where are you going to go sleep?
with you guys
Like at the temple. Like
in the temple like we normally do.
Off quarters.
Oh.
And I will be surprised when you come for me. Even though I've been warning him.
All right. We could tie you up now. Well, he's not an issue.
But then
But
he's going to know that I'm tied up as soon as
Yeah.
we leave this house and is going to
Then the clock starts ticking even quicker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So let him do his thing and go spread everything around town again
Gives
for a
him a
little
longer
bit.
time to figure out how to get out of the situation.
No,
Gives
that
him-
gives us time to go get Xantis, to go get Nidoya, and to tell them of this plot and situation that we have, and this is the only time we have to do it.
Okay.
Because we need his serum, and we need Nidoya's Rashomon
While he's-
priestess,
while
and we
he's
need
just
and we
sleeping.
need the Othor.
We're just going to leave him unattended sleeping. And
No, he's
go
going to be
people.
perusing town. This is during the day.
Yes, I'm going to walk around.
Great.
We're going
Love
to
it.
split the party.
It's gonna be great.
It's a terrible idea. All right. I'm in.
I think. Yeah.
That's the best. That's fine. It's either that or go find 13 healthy people.
Which you won't do. So
That's not enough.
get in line, soldier.
All right. Ugh.
Well, you've been a consummate host. Love your house.
It doesn't care for you.
That's fair. I understand that. Right then, off we go.
It was a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Not often I get to talk to such distinguished figures.
Of course not. I do not think that we will speak again. Unless, of course, you're missing something.
I'm missing, but just about everything, so I can't think of.
You don't strike me as one who likes to just have tea with people.
No, I detest company. I thought you were leaving.
I think we'll leave.
Oh. You. Strong one.
Yeah.
We'll start working your debt off. She kicks the man under the table again,
Oh no.
and he reaches out another trembling hand, momentarily bearing the whole weight on 3 limbs, and he hands you a bucket. Fetch water from the well.
All right. No follow-up questions.
No, definitely no follow-up questions.
All right. I go pick up what? I'll go out of the house to the well that I know
Sure
entirely
enough,
where it
there's a
is.
well right out there.
Oh, good. Nothing bad can happen to you. Nothing bad can happen to you. I start putting is it like a deep well or is it like I scoop the water in?
Looks like a pretty deep well. Looking in, yeah, you can't see the bottom.
Like a rope.
Yeah, there's a rope and a pulley there. The mechanism is really, really rusty, though, so it doesn't want to move.
All right. Let's get some water out of this well.
Roll athletics.
Hence the
Nice.
big strong.
And I do Is that
Can't wait to see what I
exhaustion?
do.
Does that affect
Yeah.
my?
Well, I used to have a cheat sheet for that, but
I've misplaced it.
yeah, things.
Ability checks. Yep, disadvantage.
Right.
I'm not raging, so I don't have advantage anyway. So that's
You could be. I hate wells.
Fuck this well.
ooh, nice.
You, the minstrel, tosses you a rake. Clear the leaves off my porch.
Righto.
With disadvantage, I got a 13.
A 13. 13 is not quite enough. You're really struggling with it. Not moving, unfortunately.
Kane, it's just a well. As I'm raking her porch.
Raking the leaves off the porch, very good.
Can I try again on the well? Or
Sure.
Oh,
Go ahead and do that.
Puh.
You got this. Oh, you got this. Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
What you got?
Can I get a bardic inspiration on that?
Sure, why not?
For probably a price, but sure.
Oh,
I'm not
jeez.
thinking about that.
This is fine.
right yet.
That's a 16 this time
A 16
with the bardic.
with the bardic. Okay. That is enough to crank that bucket down. It's slow work, but with two hands and putting your back into it, you're able to start lowering the bucket into the well.
I wish I'd brought WD-40.
Too bad you don't have some mayonnaise. Oh, wait. You could here.
Yeah, you could make some oil.
Mayonnaise, nature's lubricant.
Oh, you can, no joke, make oil.
You could. We're in the... She's got magic here.
It's super magic.
It's super magic.
I'm gonna.
Can you imagine super mayonnaise?
I'm gonna try to.
No.
I'm pulling out mayonnaise and I'm slathering the gears with the mayonnaise.
No, only mayonnaise.
Only mayonnaise. Yeah. No, that's it. That's
Somehow
all-
it helps. It's a little bit easier after that. You got to
It's a
keep
lubricant.
reapplying the mayonnaise, though.
You got 2 gallons of it, so...
All right. And the Yaga stands up, just a bent ancient creature, and walks over to Triss
Oh boy.
and offers a teacup.
Maybe she does like to have tea, I say from the outside through a window.
I guess I will take the teacup.
Very good. It's mostly empty. There are only leaves remaining at the bottom.
Oh.
Hmm.
She's telling your fortune.
Maybe. Or is there a
Or
kettle
misfortune.
boiling? How to find out what to do with this cup without asking a question?
She seems to enjoy that sight for a while.
How long does these
Like
take?
looking around.
So then,
Or
okay,
am I
so
still going?
Tony, keeping in mind what I'm about to tell you, as far as your reaction goes, your mouth is sealed shut. You realize as you're raking away that your lips have literally fused together. Kane, what's your AC?
16.
Jolly good. All right, and roll me perception. It's dark out, so, well, you have disadvantage because of poison. So, perception disadvantage.
Oh, that's fortuitous.
15? Great. Alrighty. You witness the well suddenly sprout huge hook-like teeth and slam shut on Kane, swallowing him.
Oh god.
The price was paid for this, too. Look. The tea leaves momentarily shift around in the sort of half-sludgy liquid, and you could swear for a second you see a bird-like face. And then you have a strange sensation of falling.
Hooray! Here's to landing on my feet.
Cats always land on their feet.
Alrighty. And Tony, what are you doing about your mouthless self after Kane got eaten by a well?
I'm going around to the front door because she's still inside.
She's gone. And only the witch is there. Ah, what's the matter? Have you lost something?
Just downward inflections.
No. You will get off the easiest, I think. She just walks over to you. Grast. The figure who is holding the table up slowly reaches another hand out. Tony, you notice that this guy has 6 fingers.
That's okay. I thought that's the name that was used.
And he points one at you. And you have a sudden sensation of vertigo, and you are violently ill. You momentarily black out. Yeah, vomit's coming straight out your nose. Like, it's just, it's the worst. Horror. And you are all, to one extent or another, now indebted to the Yaga. She appears to be perhaps calling in part of that debt, or perhaps someone else has arranged for this to occur. You know only when you wake up, you feel the cold, cold flagstones underneath you. You stand in an unfamiliar, cavernous space. It slopes sharply upward as you, to the north, and to the south of you, you can see a huge, deep pit.
Are we all in the same place?
You are all in the same place.
Does magic work?
Yes.
Cool. Do I recognize the name Grotz?
Roll me knowledge arcana. Roll arcana.
I'm assuming our state's the same.
States are the same as they were.
11.
You don't know who that is.
Okay, that's for the best.
Just some guy, probably.
Just some guy with 6 fingers.
Just some guy with 6
Am I still
fingers.
violently throwing up through my nose?
Yep, some actor effects for that, but it seems like you've mostly emptied your stomach in however long it's been since you passed out. Speaking of which, while you've passed out, everybody's favorite time, midnight has come and gone.
Goodness rolls.
Let's roll on the random disaster table and see what horrible things are happening in Mir today.
Who wants to roll who? Man, it's been a minute. I know I rolled once.
Did you?
I think I rolled first. I'll roll again. Y'all scared?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Who feels brave? Call high or low.
Oh, you called the roll.
Correct.
Hi.
High it is. All right, Tony. Give me 1 second to find the disaster tables. Good. Yes, the chokeholds. Here we go. So, we are going into day 5. Halfway there, folks.
Cheese and crackers.
Halfway. We ain't gonna last 10 days, man.
Mirror is going to last precisely 10 more days.
No,
Well,
we
10
aren't
days.
going to last.
No, that's fair.
10 day.
Alrighty. Let's get crazy.
Worst vacation.
Day 5. Okay, so first of all, we're going to roll this D6. Oh, interesting. Time. So, in fact, you guys were out for a good while.
Great. Xantus is dead.
In a deep and dreamless sleep, you guys have spent roughly 12 hours. It is probably the middle of the next day.
Oh, jeez.
Half a day, afraid, is no longer available to you to do things in. Now, let's roll to see who dies. We got... That guy's already dead. That guy is important. Let's hope he lives.
Oh, that guy has plot armor?
Oh no, he emphatically does not. It's entirely possible for people you need to make this work to die. So, I don't know, you might want to watch out for that.
Uh-oh. So 13 people it is?
Yeah, we got a panacea.
Ooh, looks like Xantus got a little sicker tonight.
Great. Yeah. Doesn't mean his serum isn't made.
Nadolia, also sick. Well, sicker. She already had 1 level of infection. Dorgan Shatterhelm is fine.
Dead.
Figures.
Dwarven Constitution.
Rich people.
The shitty ones are always spare.
Shitty rich people.
Branimir. Not looking so good. Chief Berserker guy. Sick AF.
Ooh. It's just a hangover.
Otoya. Ooh, well, only the good die young.
She dead?
She ain't dead. She also ain't well.
Yeah. No one's well.
No one's well at this point. An actual uninfected person. Balloon. Balloon, the gravekeeper, is not infected tonight.
Amazing.
Very nice, very nice. What about Muff? Muff's fine.
Give kids grenades.
What about Sam? That ain't good. Alrighty, Sam,
Never gonna be allowed back in that
not great.
Might be willing to help us, though.
Let's see. Ben, are you currently infected at all?
I am not.
I thought not. So, we're gonna see if you're clear. 95. You are not infected.
Hooray.
The 2 berserkers of the... I tried to infect those 2.
I know you tried to deliberately infect them. One of them made it, one of them didn't.
Okay. Good thing I got you.
Tony,
I might wake up dead.
let's find out. Stage 2 infection. You feeling stage 3 tonight?
Yep, I am.
You called high. Let's see what we got. 33. Woof. Tony, you feel awful.
I mean, I'm vomiting out my nose.
So, yeah, that can't be good.
It's also not related, which sucks.
All right. So,
We haven't seen level 3 yet.
stage
We're about to.
3.
We did now.
We may. Well,
Now we get to find out what that is. Lesions,
Oh.
shakes, sores, and bloody discharge.
so I'm bleeding out my nose.
Yeah, well, that tracks.
And other places.
And other places. You have vulnerability to all damage types.
And poisoned.
Yep, it's
On top of
cumulative
that.
with
Yeah,
all
yeah.
other effects.
Just making sure. That's all. And vulnerability to everything.
Yeah.
All damage types.
Meaning I get 1.5.
1.5 damage from everything.
You said we slept though.
You do get the benefits of a long rest.
Damn straight.
Do I get the benefits of a
You
long
get the
rest?
benefits of a
My
long
God,
rest.
the first good night's sleep I've had.
Well,
Utterly untroubled by bird dreams.
I'm gonna have to answer some questions about that, I'm sure. Another reason why I'm not gonna go to sleep until this plan is
That's crazy.
because I don't have a good cover story.
And finally, Max. Now, he threatened to advance your infection if you didn't infect at least 2 people today. You did. However,
he
he didn't
lied.
say that you'd be safe from infection if you did. And also, he's a dick.
Yeah,
Let's see.
you don't say.
Who knew viruses are assholes?
With a roll of 100,
Wow.
boom! Max is not infected.
Whoa.
Cured. He's a living cure.
Oh, hell no. Alrighty, folks. So, as you awaken in this awful pit with sinking feelings about several of the people you need to make this work,
Where the hell are we?
you
We
have
know, you
no
stink.
earthly idea where you are, except that it is underground. Also, Tony's mouth is gone, and he appears to be shaking.
Oh, it's still gone.
It's still gone.
And he's bleeding.
He's bleeding out his nose and convulsing. He looks pretty bad.
Wow.
And I think that's where we'll leave him for this week. So thank you, everyone, for joining us for another awesome adventure where nothing bad happens. And we will see you all next week and see what they've gotten themselves into now.
Wow.
Please send help.